agent. Their agent is really representing them at that time because you're not going to actually see the real person until about 18 months in. Was it your agent, Mr. Moreland, or was it really you?
It was me. She was looking beautiful, and I had no, on my inner instinct just told me I had to talk to her. I had to get to know her. I had to.
So it starts off with full of hope. Where did it start to go wrong, Ms. Crenshaw?
On the first date, he wanted to take me out. I said, you know, I had my child. So he was like, his child's the same age as my child. So he was like, well, we can just bring the kids with us. He took us bowling. I noticed that he really didn't have it like that. The kids were hungry or whatever, so I was like, took it upon myself to just go order the food. So it was like, it wasn't like, to me at that point, it wasn't a red flag, because I'm like, everybody, you know, everybody don't have to get together. He still seemed like a nice guy. Or if it was just those type of situations just kept coming
So
about.
you mean, wait, he asked you out on a date? When you got there, he didn't have the finances?
Well, he paid for us to bowl, but the kids kept mentioning, you know, like they were hungry.
Well, that's a first date. Did maybe Mr. Moreland thought that you all would split the date because you all were doing a family date? Did you all talk about that ahead of time?
No, we didn't discuss that.
Okay, Mr. Moreland, what about you? What were you thinking at that time?
I'm trying to recall the time, because we've been out several times. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, handling, you know what I'm saying, the bill. Because as a man, that's part of being a man.
No judgment on that. I'm just managing expectations. What Miss Crenshaw, but it got worse, as I understand, when it comes to money.
Yes, I found out that we were go out and people was telling me, like, you know, are you sure that's what you want to do? You know, he don't have this, he don't have that, you know,
well,
like,
wait a minute,
whatever.
let's just get down to brass tacks. What do you do to make a living outside of the home?
I'm a contortionist. I do like cirque performance.
Fabulous.
And I'm an Army veteran.
Okay, so then I turn to Mr. Moreland. Mr. Moreland, what do you do for a living?
I'm a claim adjuster for an insurance company.
Oh, so you'd want to tell me that y'all not gonna cover something when I done paid all them daggone premiums all those years.
Well, you know, we have rules and obligations. You know
of course, you sound just like one of those claims adjusters. Yes, indeed. And do you make a pretty good living?
It's, to this company, no. It's hard to make ends meet, so I have a secondary job, so I'm a DJ. And I can barely meet those with this economy.
I feel that Jamal can barely meet those because he has that umbrella where he can just go back home, so he don't put forth the effort to actually be able to. I've helped Jamal in several situations, like even with the insurance adjuster thing. I helped him get the license for that. He came to me, anytime he come to me with the idea, I try to support him on that. I helped him get that job, like, a week before I gave him the money to get that insurance adjuster thing. I went out of town to take my baby back home with her dad, and I came back. I was having these anxiety issues, and I was asking Jamal to be there for me. I was like, can you stay with me today? He was like, well, I got plans to go out with my friends. So he left. That same night, he went out to after-hours spot or something with his friends, and he met this girl. And not even a whole week later, he's in a relationship with another girl. So that's how he showed me that he really didn't appreciate me.
Wow. And that was after you had invested financially?
Yes, I had, because he came to me with the idea of being an insurance adjuster or whatever.
How much did you have to spend for the license?
Well, he told me that he only needed $500.
And you gave him the $500?
He met me at the bank. I withdrew the money. I gave it to him.
But you say that he is a bit of a mama's boy.
A lot of a mama's boy. Like, it's a lot.
So I know the difference between loving your mother and being a mama's boy.
It's limits to it. Like, her involvement is just too much.
Mr. Moreland, what's this relationship with your mother that clearly Miss Crenshaw does not like?
She doesn't like the fact that I have a relationship with my mother.
Promotional consideration provided by Divorce Court. Will be right back. I'm going to come to you, Mr. Moreland. Ms. Crenshaw says she didn't feel appreciated.
Yeah, that was a lot. Within that situation, I had a friend that passed, right? I'm trying to remember. It's a lot. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to go back to like with that actual day, cause that was like in the beginning.
Well, I want to bring you something more recent then.
Recently, I gave him $3,000. I invested $3,000 in him. This was in August. This was for the clothing line. We had spoke on how he could flip this money. He did not invest the money in anything. I asked him what he'd do with the money. He didn't want to use the money to invest in the clothing line. He was going to do a business line of credit or something, which he still has not done. But I'm like, well, that wasn't your money. Like, that wasn't what the money was for. You could have gave me my money back then if you was going to use a business line of credit instead of just doing what you wanted to do for it. Like, if we're building something together, I feel like my man would be a good way, you know, a good investment because he's supposed to look out for us and look out for the family.
So I'm going right over to you, Mr. Moreland. What happened with the $3,000 that was supposed to be an investment?
Just was to build my business credit so I can get more finances, and I did it incorrectly. If she wanted me to do it a certain type of way, I feel like she should have did it herself. But she put it in my hand for me to do it, and I mean,
we literally discussed it.
But Ms. Crenshaw, why are you working so hard to build somebody else when you could put that money into building yourself and your family? Because let me tell you something. From the moment you all started the relationship, there were some uh-oh feelings about his stability with finance. None of that has changed. Financially, you've been used a couple of times. If you had a problem with his behavior with another woman, why did you then continue in a relationship where you're supposed to be building something together with somebody who jumped right into bed with another person? That's according to you. I'm going with you.
Yeah. We broke up after that situation. We were broken up for about 10 months. And then we ended up like trying to work on getting back together.
But you say that he is a bit of a mama's boy.
A lot of a mama's boy. Like, it's a lot.
Okay, now, I love my mom. Bless her heart. She's in heaven now. So I know the difference between loving your mother and being a mama's boy.
It's limits to it. Like, her involvement is just too much.
Mr. Moreland, what's this relationship with your mother that clearly Ms. Crenshaw does not like?
She doesn't like the fact that I actually have a relationship with my mother. She doesn't have a relationship with her mother.
That is not it.
Well, you're gonna have a relationship with your mother.
Always. That's where I came from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a relationship with my father at all. I had my grandparents and my brother. That's all I had.
As a man, you're talking?
Yes, as a man.
He told me that he was going to New Orleans. I later found out that he was in New Orleans with another woman. A friend of hers sent me a video, and I see the girl, you know, sashaying through the video with his family members.
What I'm trying to get at is why Ms. Crenshaw says that you're a mama's boy, so I'll ask her, give me an example of what would be inappropriate for you for the kinds of relationship that you'd expect him to have with his mother.
I'm happy he has a relationship with his mom, but it's just, for example, we went to a Super Bowl party at one of his family members' house. And we were already not on good terms, but I'm thinking that, you know, a relationship, we can go out, have a good time, and everybody's not in our business. While we're at the Super Bowl party, Jamal starts to get drunk. And he starts texting my phone, being very disrespectful, calling me out my name, everything. So I end up blocking him. And
Are y'all at the party together?
We're at the party. We rolled separately. So I'm talking to the girls or whatever, and he's still giving side eye. After I blocked him, he's still giving side eyes and being disrespectful. So I'm like, I'm about to go. But while I'm standing up talking to another woman, his mom walks up to me, like in the middle of the party now, and says, "Why are you texting Jamal's phone, being disrespectful and starting drama?" I said, "Ma'am, did you look at did you actually look at the text messages? because Jamal is texting me. I have actually blocked Jamal. So she continues to go off. Jamal walks up to me and says, get the F out, get the F out then. And then another family member walks up and say, get the F out my house. And so I storm, I'm over there trying to explain to the
Why
family
are
member
y'all
what's
in the
going
middle
on.
of all of this ghetto, drunk, sloppy Super Bowl party acting like y'all weren't raised by people?
But, so I walks off. And when I walk off, him and his family follows me up the stairs. So I felt cornered. It kind of went left. I picked up a shovel and like, it just was, I have PTSD. And when I feel backed into a corner or I feel closed in, I go off.
I understand. Mr. Moreland, why are you all operating like this in public? To the point where you get into some toxic ghetto fighting at a Super Bowl party that's supposed to be fun.
I didn't like the fact that she was there. And I did apologize after I came because I was drinking as well. Bad, not an excuse. But I did apologize because I was in the wrong. I was wrong.
And you all have, this is not the first time. You all have had encounters with multiple people.
Yes. One year he told me that he was going to New Orleans. It was supposed to be a couples trip, but he was going by himself. It was previously booked, like before, you know, anything with us. So I wasn't going. I later found out that he was in New Orleans with another woman. A woman he told me he was not talking to or anything. So he ended up, like, he started to try to tell me, but he didn't come out and tell me, but he was only gonna tell me because someone saw him and he thought that person was gonna tell me first, but since they didn't, he never brought it up. I end up finding out because the person that he took with him, a friend of hers contacted me and was like, why are you so mad about Jamal and his girlfriend? And she sent me a video, and I see the girl, you know, sashaying through the video with his family members. So I took a screenshot out of the video and I sent it to Jamal. Jamal calls me at like 3 o'clock in the morning crying with his mama on the phone.
Tag your it, Mr. Moreland.
I was totally wrong.
You do realize that we have now talked about 4 situations and you started out by saying, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's not right, and I owned up to it. I owned up to everything. I tried.
But why would you take somebody else to a family gathering when you were in a relationship with this woman?
No, we weren't. We were kind of half. It was back and forth. So Nicole can be toxic, and I do have a statement from my mother proving it.
Okay. Yep, you certainly do, because your mother actually couldn't testify live today, but wanted this court to have her perspective.
A wide range of professional-grade products you need. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In my dreams, I am a Jarritos.
Jarritos, respect the taco.
At Georgia Power, we make sure the power's there when you need it. And now, we're lowering our rates, giving Georgians more breathing room. The same reliable energy with lower rates. Georgia Power. Here for Georgia, here for you.